Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. I welcome you to this video. Today I'm going to talk about the topic that you see on your screen, which says those who killed the Sikhs are still alive. BJP's Tajinder Bagga on why it is necessary to speak up on Rajiv Gandhi and 1984 Sikh riots, anti-Sikh riots. Yeah, pretty big title. But I'll be talking about this and the recent controversy that has happened. So please don't forget to watch right till the end, and I will give you a detailed analysis of what exactly is happening in India. Okay. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I upload this kind of fast changing news on a daily basis. You really don't want to miss out on any of this. Okay. So as you can see here, six still await a justice for the 1984 riots, where Congress leaders were accused of leading a mob. So if you don't know what exactly this is all about, in 1984, after Indira Gandhi was killed, there were huge Sikh riots in Delhi and in many parts of India, and many Sikhs even today call it as a genocide. Okay, so it is a very disputed topic in the Indian political landscape, but I'll just give you what exactly what is happening right now and why it has again become fresh in people's minds. Okay, so BJP Delhi spokesperson Tajinder Bagga has kicked up a storm once again by reiterating that it was from former PM Rajiv Gandhi who is responsible for the murder of thousands of Sikhs during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. On Monday, Bagga took to Twitter to share an old video clip where former PM Rajiv Gandhi appears to be justifying the murder of thousands of Sikhs by stating that when a big tree falls, the earth shakes. So this is a very famous video and a very famous saying by Rajiv Gandhi, where he had said that when a big tree falls, the earth shakes. Okay, so big tree is Indira Gandhi, his mother, and the earth shakes. By that he meant that the riots happen because of that. Okay, so it is a very controversial thing that many people dispute. Okay, and after that many Sikhs also left India after the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. Murderer Rajiv Gandhi justifying his sins in Congress. Okay, so Congress rally. This is official tweet from Tajinder Pal Singh Bagga. The big tree here being his mother, former PM Indira Gandhi, who was assassinated by her two Sikh bodyguards. Okay, so many of the people watching this video may not have been alive while this happened, but it was a very big thing in Indian politics. Okay, after the assassination of former PM Indira Gandhi by her six Sikh bodyguards, widespread anti-Sikh riots engulfed the country, especially the northern states of India. Okay, they were literally burned by putting tires on their head. Okay, Sikhs were burned by putting tires on their head. So it was a pretty scary thing. Congress is sending a message that anyone who speaks against the family, we will silence. It is well coordinated. Arnab Goswami, Sudhir Chaudhary, Sambit Patra, and now I. So this is a political thing that is happening. Okay, so these all people, Arnab Goswami, Sudhir Chaudhary, and Sambit Patra, and now Tajinder Singh Bagga, all these people are booked for stoking anti-Congress sentiments. So I will not really go into the politics of what exactly is happening, but I just want to give you an idea about how is the Indian political landscape shaping. Okay, FIRs against four people in 1 month's time, and all are in states which are ruled by Congress or Congress ally like Maharashtra. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty controversial thing, as I said, and many people have different opinions about this. All I can say is that the riots did happen. Okay, this is not like a fancy thing. Okay, the riots definitely happened. This is a fact, and this was said by Rajiv Gandhi that when a big tree falls, the earth shakes. Okay, so that was a very immature statement in my personal opinion. Okay, I just gave my personal opinion on this channel. So in my personal opinion, I think it was not a prudent statement by Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. But I also say that calling Rajiv Gandhi as a murderer is just taking it too far. Okay, and I would not use that kind of language. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, Congress wants to give out a message that if you speak up against one family, we will threaten you, file a case against you, and harass you. Bagga said while speaking to Op India. Okay, so yeah, they are retaliating. Congress is definitely retaliating. But to be very honest with you, I when you speak something like this, right? When you call a former PM of India, which is, I mean, he's not like a guy who is sitting on the street, right? He's a former Prime Minister of India, and you call this guy a murderer officially. I mean, definitely, some feathers are going to be ruffled, okay? And that's why, I think these FIRs and all these things are just plain, uh, show business sort of thing. It's just for the sake of, it's just like a namesake thing. It doesn't have a whole lot of meaning to it. But Congress just needs to show to the entire world that, it's not sitting idle, and it is definitely retaliating, okay? So, speaking on the relevance of bringing up Rajiv Gandhi's statement after over 35 years, Bagga said that it is important because the ones who killed the Sikhs are still alive. Okay, if Congress leaders can call the current Prime Minister Maut Ka Saudagar and use lowly language like referring to him as cockroach, people today need to know that the one who portrayed as a hero is not one. They have even gone to the extent of seeking Pakistan's help to remove PM Modi from the chair. Ask any Sikh family and they will tell you who is responsible for the 1984, he said. So, yeah, there are many many back and forth between Congress and BJP. These are the two big parties in India. And if you don't know how the Indian politics works, and if you're watching this video from other part of the world, I'll just give you a bit of a bit of summary that the current ruling party in India is BJP, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Prime Minister Modi is the current leader of BJP, and Home Minister is Amit Shah, and Congress is the opposition party, which has had many which has had a big dynasty of prime ministers, right from Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of India, then Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and now the current forebearer of the Gandhi family is Rahul Gandhi. So there has always been a sort of friction between Congress and BJP, and this is exactly how it is manifesting. Okay, so pointing out the hypocrisy of champions of freedom of speech, Bagga said that the award Vapsi gang will always be silent when Congress tries to silence those who talk about Rajiv Gandhi and the family. Award Vapsi gang is like the people who return their awards in protest. Okay, so this was again a very big fiasco that happened in India, the award Vapsi gang, and I think that was again a very symbolic event. There are many things that happen in India that are just pretty symbolic, that just don't have a whole lot of significance. And I think this tweet by the BJP spokesperson, as well as the retaliation by Congress, are all just show business, right? So that is just the official word that I would like to say. They are just the way of telling people that we oppose this idea, and then Congress just has to retaliate on that. Okay, whenever action was taken against Kanhaiya Kumar, who raised anti-India and pro-Afzal slogans, and those who wanted to dig grave of Hindutva, these people suddenly came out of nowhere to talk about freedom of speech and expression, right? So I definitely do condemn the actions of Kanhaiya Kumar that happened a few years back. And they had the protests that happened in JNU were literally saying that India should be chopped up into different parts, which is definitely not a very good thing. And I'm very much offended by the kind of behavior that was portrayed by many JNU people over there. Okay, so and I also want to say that freedom of speech and expression are very subjective things. Okay, people tend to have a freedom of speech on many different things, but that is all often based on their own biases. So if you get what I mean, if you are born and brought up in a conservative family, then surely your freedom of speech right is very much curbed. But if you are born and brought up in, say, a very liberal family, like a so-called liberal family, then your freedom of speech is like you can literally say anything and everything that comes to your mind. So um, things. My personal opinion is that we should not really take things to such a level that we call a former PM of India as a murderer. Okay, that's just going too far. Okay, so I understand that many Sikh people are really offended by the statement of Rajiv Gandhi, where he says that when a big tree falls, the earth shakes. But I think we should all just maintain our own sanity in in the things that are happening right now. Okay, But the moment such someone is being silenced to speak up on Rajiv Gandhi, they all become silent. They are biggest hypocrites, he said. So again, the back and forth going on. Speaking on the legal course of action he has taken regarding the current FIR, Bagga said, legally the advocate will see, but I stand by my statement. Rajiv Gandhi was involved in the murder of the Sikhs. If he were not involved, how did Titler and Sajjan Kumar get so much power? So these were again, different people. Jagdish Titler was, again a Congress person, and Sajjan Kumar was also again a Congress person, and these two people are accused of, you know, like enticing people to burn Sikhs in northern India. Okay, so both these people are still alive and they are not brought to justice. That's the accusation from many Sikh people from all over the world. Okay, to be honest with you, the 1984 anti riots happen all over the world. Okay, even in Canada, the country that I'm living in right now, there are many riots that happen over here, where Sikhs protest that the 1984 massacre should be called as a genocide. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that many Sikhs really adhere to, but definitely many Sikhs were murdered at that time. You cannot dispute that fact. But it's a very delicate issue in the Indian politics. Okay, and if you really don't know what exactly happened in 1984, I will make another video explaining how exactly things unfolded at that time. Okay, and why were they given ministerial positions after the riots as rewards. Okay, so yeah, this is also true. Okay, Jagdish Titler and Sajjan Kumar both were given ministerial positions after the riots, okay, in 1984, which is a pretty not a very good thing by Congress. Okay, and Congress was the ruling party at that time, so they had like absolute authority, and they even then they did something like this, which is not very decent on their part. Congress leader Sajjan Kumar is currently serving a life term for his role in 1984 riots. Okay, as you can see, Sajjan Kumar is currently serving a life term for his role in 1984 riots. Jagdish Titler too was accused but wasn't convicted. Okay, he was not convicted. He was accused but not convicted. Similarly, Kamal Nath was also accused of leading a mob near Rakabganj Gurudwara, where two Sikhs were burnt alive. Okay, Kamal Nath was also the former prime minister of Madhya Pradesh, right? So even that guy was accused of leading a mob near Rakabganj Gurudwara, which is in Delhi, okay, where two Sikhs were burnt alive, right? Bagga has been actively involved in relief work related to coronavirus outbreak. He has been making use of social media to help out those in need, irrespective of their background or political leanings. When asked whether such controversy might mar the good work he has been doing, Bagga said, I am a political activist. My responsibility to raise the voice of my people who have not got justice till now. It has been over 35 years. If I am helping the ones who need ration today, what about those thousands of people who were left to fend for themselves so many years back? What about their justice? I live 300 meters away from this place called Widow Colony, which was settled by Congress after 1984. If no one killed those Sikhs, how did this colony of widows came into existence? Coronavirus relief work is independent of my fight for justice for Sikhs. So yeah, there is a place called Widow Colony in Delhi. Okay, and as you can see here, that was settled by Congress after 1984, because so many Sikhs were killed in 1984 that it was a big thing. That like all the men died and only women remained. That's why Widow Colony is a place that exists in Delhi. Okay. Congress silencing critics. Chhattisgarh Congress leader Pankaj Wadhwani has filed an FIR against Bagga for insulting remarks against Rajiv Gandhi. Similarly, earlier this month, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra was booked on charge of hurting religious sentiments in Congress-ruled Chhattisgarh on basis of a complaint lodged by Chhattisgarh Congress leader Purna Chand Padhi. Recently, an FIR was filed against Z News Sudhir Chaudhary after he had reported on various kinds of jihad and exposed its modus operandi on a TV show. Yeah, to be honest with you, I am not condescending any side over here. I am just telling you what exactly I feel about these things, and all I want to say is that we just need to have level-headed debate in this manner and not just go to two extremes. Okay. Then Republic TV's Arnab Goswami was also hounded by Mumbai police for questioning Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi's silence over Palghar Sadhu lynching. Okay, so many back and forth happening from both sides, BJP as well as Congress, and to be very honest with you, BJP is now a party that is, opposed to Congress, right? That's why this kind of issue is in favor of BJP, right? Because definitely Congress was the ruling party in 1984, and that's why it's very easy for BJP to use this as an issue against Congress. Okay, so yeah, there is a whole lot of politics in here. I have started this channel so that you can understand what goes on behind the scenes, and what exactly is the smoke before the storm, right? I mean, something that we need to we need to really understand, because many times we just get so engrossed into the theatrics of this madness that we don't understand what exactly is behind it. Okay, so I think both of them are using this kind of fiasco for their political leverage, may it be BJP or may it be Congress. Okay, and I don't support. I again say that I don't support calling a former PM of India as a murderer. Okay, that's not a very decent thing. But also Congress actions in 1984 were also not that good. Okay, as was pointed out in this article, Jagdish Titler and Sajjan Kumar both were given ministerial positions after the 1984 riots by Congress. Okay, and even today Kamal Nath is roaming free. So yeah, there are many pros and cons, and there are many shades of gray over here. It's not that black and white, and I just want you to understand this. Okay, so if you liked my analysis of this article, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I upload this kind of fast changing and geopolitical and India related news on a daily basis. You really don't want to miss out on any of this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.